Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a super awesome DIY project. We're going to be making this totem pole stand combo with a slate base. I don't know if you can see, we've got a kokodama at the bottom, we've got a plant pole, and we have a really, I think, slick design. Let me show you how we're going to do it. Step 1, we're going to take our slate tiles and we're going to drill a hole directly in the middle. We want to use a drill end that has the exact same dimensions as our dowel sticks. I used a 12mm diameter dowel stick and therefore a 12mm drill. Don't worry if there's a bit of difference, that's okay. We can always adjust things and fix things at the end. Once we've done that, we can jump into step 2. Step 2 is making the cocoa fiber pole. We're going to take our fiber, we're going to wrap it around the dowel stick, and once we've got an even layer of fiber around it, we're going to begin to wrap it fairly evenly around the pole. Always looks nicer. I've wrapped today only once. I'm going for a more unfinished natural look, and going through the thing many times tends to look very unneat. So I kept it quite minimal by only wrapping it once. Once this is done, we're going to go on to step 3. Step 3 is making the kokodama and then attaching that to the pole. So in making the kokodama, you want to, first of all, use a little bit of clay in your mix because you want the soil around your plant to be quite sticky, and if you make it a ball, you'd like it to stay into that ball shape. This is something that I struggled with until I eventually adjusted the mix, and after 2 or 3 fails, I went and got some clay, added that to the mix, and that worked just perfectly. We want to form the ball around the base of the pole. Once our soil has got this ball shape around the base of the pole, then we can begin to wrap that around with cocoa fiber. Now once your fiber is in a sort of ball shape, we're going to jump into step 4. Now this is where we all tie it in together. You're going to take some cotton linen and you're going to wrap it firstly around the base of the pole. That's our sort of starting point. Then you're going to wrap your kokodama or the ball, the base of the pole, around with the cotton thread in a pattern that you like. Now it needs to start from the base, and you kind of also want to finish at the base. That way we can start and end at the same place, and this just makes for the whole system to look nicer, one, and it leaves no ugly ends. You can wrap the kokodama in any which way you please, but the method that I used is starting from the base, and you're going to go over the top and gently twist. So over the top, turn, over the top, turn. Now this isn't the neatest. I was a bit frustrated when making this, but it is super easy to make. It's a really easy method, and if you're careful, it can turn out really great. Quick note, to get the lower base in a perfect circle, it did take me a couple tries, but we eventually got somewhat of a round shape. Although a little bit lopsided, we still managed to do it. And once we've wrapped the ball at the base, we're going to begin to attach the plant along the pole. You can use any sort of plastic wire or wire. I've just used regular wire here. And once the plant begins to grab hold and climb against the pole, you can start removing the lower wires. And when that's all said and done, we're going to do the final touch-ups. But most importantly, a step that I like to do is to add some sort of padding at the underside of the base. Slate is quite a rough rock, and you'll end up damaging your tables if you don't do this. So I'm just going to do it literally right now. I always like to do this with my bases. Final thoughts for watering. There are a couple ways you can do this. You could try water from the top, but I don't think you're going to find much success in this. You might want to just dip the base in water for about a minute or so, let the excess water drain out, and then attach it back to the base. And I like you guys to try out this DIY project because, one, it's a really cost-effective way of making a really awesome plant display, and 2, it's really fun to do. It's something that took me about 2 hours to do. So what are you waiting for? Go make this thing. If you want to see how to make a plant pole that can twist, click this video over here.